My kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're keeping healthy, connecting to nature, trying your best to be in tune with the agreeable spirits around you, and becoming more connected to the creator of the universe. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, for giving videos thumbs up, for leaving your comments. You are all loved, celebrated, and appreciated. So today I want us to talk more about why you need the consent of the spirit of the land that you live in. Remember the previous video, we had a discussion about what to do when all hope is lost. And one of you had asked a question that I need to explain more. I need to go deeper. Like I say, as we keep having discussion here, there are a lot of things that we get to unfold to each other with the little knowledge that I have. Okay, I saw in the comments that video, some of you were in between saying what we were talking about was a ritual or it was just a practice or what have you. Whatever you want to call it, that's fine. I don't think I have a problem with that, because if you say it's a ritual and you feel like anything ritual, immediately you hear the word ritual, your body begins to vibrate and you feel like, oh, the devil is there doing evil thing. But everything we do in this world are all rituals. What you do in your churches, you still stand up, clap your hands, you sing and dance in a particular way. Your pastor come to you and do some other thing. All these things are rituals, whether they are done in churches or they are done in shrines. They are all rituals. Now, we discovered that a lot of people keep suffering, and most of the time they keep suffering for no reason. Okay, they keep suffering for no reason because what they need to do, maybe they do not have enough direction to do them because they are in a particular religion. Now, majority of these pastors you see, why do you think that they go to do some rituals? Some of them go to water to get powers from water, some go to get powers from other sources, because they know that there are things you need to do for things to work out. But are they going to tell you these things? They won't tell you these things because they are into business. They need you to be under that consciousness of not knowing. That's particular. They want you to remain in that box so that they can succeed in their business and feed their family from your hard-earned money, which a lot of us are not ready to accept. Okay, now the thing is that you need the consent of the spirit of the land where you are. Okay, one of you asked a question, if you're in a foreign land, how do you do that? And that is why I'm making this video. If you are in a foreign land, wherever you think you are, every land, every jurisdiction has a guardian spirit. Every land has a guide. Okay, so you need to take permission from that guardian before you do anything. I remember when we were small, you know, in our villages, I didn't grow up in the village, but there was a time in our life where we had to go back to the village. This was the policy of my father. We have to go back to the village and then learn our cultures, our tradition and everything. No matter what, we have to go back. And my father always provided that avenue. We all go back a certain time in our life to our village and spend some years so that we can have knowledges of our traditions and cultures. Okay, now I was still little at that time and I was in the village, and I noticed something. My grandmother and one of my little auntie, we were together, okay, going to the river, and then she said, we should remember when we get to the bank of the river, we should remember to inform them that we have come to fetch water. You understand what I'm saying? She said we should inform them, and I was lost. I was like, what is she saying? She said it's in my dialect. What, inform who? Who are those people in the water, the river? So my little auntie was like, you know, there are spirits in this river that owns this river. So if we come to the river, they might be in the river doing something. So we have to clap and tell them that we are coming so that they can go and hide. Then we'll come and fetch our water. That is, they don't like it where you just barge into them like that without seeking for permission. And, you know, like I said, I was little. And I'm like, that thing kept ringing in my head. So that was when I now understood that there are guardians everywhere. There are guardians in whatever. When I started growing up and started doing researches back, connecting more to my lineage and other things, traditions, I discovered that every land has a guardian. So it's not just the river, okay? Every land has a guardian. Remember. So when you are coming to occupy a particular land, whether in the continent of Africa, anywhere around the world, especially when it's not your direct descendants, ancestors that have that land, you need to seek permission. And that is when asking for the permission of the spirit of the land comes in. When we're talking about the other, when we're doing the other video, I told you this is the second thing to do, the third thing to do. Okay, this was the number 3 thing that you should do after giving thanks to the Creator, your ancestors of agreeable beings, and the spirit of the land that you are standing upon. Do you know that most of the things that happen to people as problems are not really issues? Do you know that people are suffering in this world for no reason when they are not supposed to suffer? Just because of little things. Their goodness and their prosperity is already sent to them. Whatever they ask for is already sent to them. But they can't get hold of those goodness because something is holding that thing from coming to them. Okay? You have communicated to the Creator and the heavens have blessed you with goodness. Okay? But you are not in a good stand with your ancestor. You are not in a good stand with the spirit of the land where you live. I tell you, that goodness will not reach you. No matter the amount of Jesus that you called. That goodness will not reach you. And that's why I say here is not for the faint-hearted. If you think that you are very religious and a powerful Christian, don't come here. You can call me a witch or wizard. I'm fine. No, I'm okay. Call me Jezebel. Thank you. But this is the reality that we are failing to understand. So your blessing, have you heard of this idea that many people have been blessed, but their blessing is hanging in the air? It's not reaching them. Their blessing is, there is something in between them that is holding the blessing from coming to them. I hope you've heard something like this before. These are some of the things. It's either the spirit of the land has a grudge against you, or your ancestor that is supposed to help you communicate with this spirit has a grudge against you. So when you have not made peace with the spirit of the land, things will not work out. Because it is their jurisdiction. Mind you, when it comes to the spirit, they respect territories. Spirits respect territories. Spirit, they can't just barge into other people's territory and begin to do things. Oh, because this one is my child. You cross the people's territory and cross people's protocol and then go and say, because my child is here, let me go and help my child. It doesn't work that way. They are going to stop you. They will stop you. It's you that is to put in that effort to communicate, Your Majesties. So when you had made peace with the spirit of, and these things are not big things, so just little things. That's why I say many people are suffering because of little things. These are little things just for you to acknowledge. Thank you, spirit of this land, for giving me the opportunity to stand here. Okay? I want you to help me prosper. I want you to allow me prosper. Okay? I want you to allow me prosper. Whatever is for me, may it never be taken away. Let it come to me. As I seek permission from you living in your land today. Let whatever that is mine not be hindered. Let it come to me. You acknowledge the spirit and seek for what you want. Ask that what is for you reach you. Give thanks for their generosity, allowing you to stay in their land and prosper. Because they are the ones that are in charge of your prosperity in that land, since it's not your direct ancestral land. So for those of you who are in the US and other parts of the world, who are in UK, other part of the world, you can stay at any, like I said, you can stay at any strategic point. But it is best to stay and face the sun. Okay? You stand where you know the sun has a reflection to you, facing the sun with nature being your witness. I keep telling you that try your best to have nature around you. Plant trees, plant flowers, okay? Plant trees, plant flowers, have nature around you. It is very important, okay? We had some discussion of how most of these trees filter negative energy. We've talked about palm tree. You can check the videos, scroll through the videos, what palm tree does. We've talked about the saint leaf, basil leaf. It is important that we seek the consent of the spirit of whichever land that we are in. Now, and that is why being at peace with your ancestor of agreeable beings, these ancestors of agreeable beings will go before you to these ancestors of the land that you are in, the foreign land that you are in, and they will also plead on your behalf. Yes, that is our child, that is our son, that is our daughter. Can you do us this favor? Your Majesties, can you do us this favor? Because their own seed might also come to your own ancestral home to seek for a place to stay as well. So there is this bond that is created. A lot is going down in the spirit world that it's unfortunate that most of the times we think that because you are into one religion or the other, nothing happens again. Everything boils down to your religion and whatever you teach that you believe in. The world is more than what we think it is. It is more. So that is the importance of, communicating, asking for permission from the spirit of the land where you dwell in. Like I say, if you're not in the continent of Africa, you are in the diaspora, you can try your best to get a place that has try to have nature in your home so that you don't even go far out of where you need to stay in your home to do whatever it is that you have to do. You need to stay in your home because that is where you are living and that is where you want goodness you want to prosper. That is where you want to prosper. So you have to stand there facing the sun any time of the day. Okay? Any time of the day. You are the one to give yourself that time. Allow your spirit to, commune with you. The time that might be okay for you might not be okay for me. So you have to be in tune with your own spirit. You have to be in tune with your spirit. That's why I said in the other video, I said a lot of people are putting in a lot of efforts. Okay, they are doing everything possible. They are working hard, doing all that they can to make things work out. But things are not working out. These are the simple secrets that are not given to public. Okay? These are those the simple things that you need to do. It's not taking anything from you. You are not killing anybody. You are not making any ritual, any sacrifice. You are not doing. This is the only thing. Acknowledge those that you need to acknowledge. Give praise to those that praise is due. That is the only thing that you need to do, Your Majesties. And you see that things will change drastically. Even you within your system, when you are done with this, you will feel it in your body that something has changed. There is a shift that has happened within you. Because, of course, those things that that is holding those successes from coming to you, you've paved the way, you've opened the way, you've made peace. And they have released all your blessings, your progress, your success, your upliftment, your enlightenment, everything will be released to you. So for better understanding of this very video, you need to watch the previous video to have better understanding of what we're talking about here. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Remember, our ancestors are not all demons. Okay? Our ancestors are not all demons. And the white man ancestors are not all saints and angels. All of us have agreeable and disagreeable. But the world wants us to believe that everything African is demonic, which is a lie. We need to begin to tell our story as it is and return back to our way of life, which is the original. Because it is from our way of life that all religions around the world copied from and created something on top of it. Bye for now.